This is probably the fastest doorbell camera yet.
That's unreal. So fast. Oh, I'm so pleased.
But that's not what's exciting.
Ooh, that's very fast.
It's got its own screen. I can pretend to be a rich person. Thanks to EZVIZ for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their HP7 video door phone. This thing comes with a separate 7-inch display, 3 megapixel 2K image resolution, 162-degree viewing angle, which is absolutely bonkers, a built-in doorbell, support for Alexa and Google Home, and the ability to unlock your door or your security gates using its inbuilt RFID reader. I don't have an electronic door because here in the UK we basically live in mud huts. This is how the rest of the world sees us. Get it together, England. For God's sakes. If you are lucky enough to have an electronic door or a gate, then this is a 2-wire system, making it super easy to swap out your existing system for this one, and you'll then have the ability to unlock your entrance with either an RFID, the EZVIZ app, or using the indoor Wi-Fi screen, which is perfect for my mud hut. As with all EZVIZ products, it has local storage options via an SD card at up to 512 gig, excellent human detection, infrared night vision, and unlike a lot of the products on the market, it's fully waterproof and has both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, so you have no problem connecting it to your router. Router? Call the router, you dumb idiot, Brit idiot moron! What do? Root things? Of course you don't root things, you route things, you dumb idiot! On top of all that, EZVIZ has got now, for me personally, the new record for speed. Not just for their actual inbuilt monitor, which is obviously lightning quick, but also for its connection to my Echo Show. I have never seen anything operate quite that fast, and it's enough of a reason on its own to consider this device. Hello, I'm Paul from the future. I've just given this a quick go on my Google Nest Hub Max to find that it operates absolutely dreadfully. The delay is literally more than 10 seconds, and I am absolutely positive this isn't EZVIZ's fault, as per usual, as Google's, because, you know, Google, our automations and integrations are utter garbage. Pop us in a bin. Google just suck more and more every week. Please put them in a bin. They are not worth your time. You've seen for yourself it works great on the Amazon Echo Show and it works great via the EZVIZ app. This is not an EZVIZ server problem. This is an issue, as per usual, with Google. Put it in a bin. Anyway, on with the show. In the box is some weird paper booklet, which my wife has quite rightly thrown away, followed by what is easily the most solidly built doorbell camera I have tested so far, entirely housed in metal with an extremely satisfying button at the base. Also included is the very pretty 7-inch touchscreen display, some RFID tags, a UK power supply, some bits and pieces for getting everything wired in, and some bits and pieces for mounting it to the wall. This electrical connection is related to the door or the gate opener and means absolutely nothing to me, but it might mean something to you if you currently have a system similar to this. Wiring this thing up is super straightforward. I would go as far as to call it a piece of piss. A phrase that I have never understood. So I asked AI to show me what a piece of piss actually looks like, and for some reason it is achingly beautiful. I feel a bit weird about that. Once you have it all wired up, it will walk you through a wizard to get it connected to the internet, which basically entails scanning a QR code on the back using the EZVIZ app, and then giving it a name and putting it in a location. Bob's your uncle. On the main screen, you can talk to the person outside, record your interaction at the press of a button, or view the gallery of recordings. There are also buttons for unlocking the gate or doors, and a settings button where you can make changes to stuff. Stuff includes setting up human recognition, sensitivity, how long a person needs to loiter before you are notified, and whether or not the camera itself alerts the loiterer, and also how long your touchscreen stays on for after inactivity. You can set different ringtones, and some of these are brilliant. But missing here is the ability to create custom ringtones, and also I'm not sure if the volume will be loud enough if you are at the other end of the house. There is a workaround for this, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Everything that you can do on the screen, you can of course do in the app as well, and the app has a few more options in there too. This means, of course, that you could just install this app on a tablet and have the tablet upstairs to notify you at the same time as the screen downstairs. In a similar vein, if you have an Amazon Echo, you can just set that up to give you notifications whenever the doorbell is pressed.
Someone is at the door phone.
Because the integration between Amazon and EZVIZ is actually really well done. Not only is it really quick to react whenever you ask for the doorbell, it's also really good at giving you notifications if someone's pressed it. Anyone dings that bell, you'll know about it. Speaking of dinging that bell, why don't you subscribe now and ding that bell? Shoehorned that in there. One of the things you can do in the app is set up quiet times, and this is a schedule for when you want to not get notifications. I think there has been a slightly missed opportunity here to differentiate between a doorbell press and motion. At the moment, it's all on or all off.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Get to the point. I can imagine a scenario where perhaps you don't want notifications about motion, but do want notifications about the bell being pushed, and that currently isn't an option. If that changes, I shall let you know in the description. It is early days. Footage is saved to either the SD card or the cloud storage, and the quality of that image looks like this. And finally, notification speed. I don't think I've seen anything yet operate this quickly. It's literally less than 2 seconds between someone pressing the bell and it appearing as a notification on the phone. And it rings just like a phone call would, you slide to answer, and then you've got the person almost immediately there. The feed is super quick to load. Right at this moment, EZVIZ are investigating my findings from today, which is that I was able to actually creep up on the camera without it recognising that I was a human. If I move slowly enough, it just goes, humans don't move that slowly. They might do, if they know about this flaw. So I've told EZVIZ this, and I'm hoping they're going to rectify that with a firmware update. Again, it's just a software thing, and all of EZVIZ's other cameras have been absolutely awesome at human detection, so I think this is something they will hopefully resolve. Secondly, and this is subject to change again, it beeps every single time there is somebody there if you've told it to. Like, every single time. If you wanted to schedule this so it only beeped to warn people we're watching you at, say, 10 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock in the morning, that's not currently an option. It will just beep at people incessantly every time they pass. And I think that draws attention to it unnecessarily, and it would be better to have an option that scheduled it after dark. Similarly, there is only an option for turn the name tag light on or off and turn the doorbell light on and off. Can't schedule those either. This means that they're lit up all day long, and that's kind of a waste of electricity. The only other option is to have them turned off, and then of course your doorbell isn't lit up at night. I think again this is a missed opportunity that will hopefully be fixed with a firmware update. And finally, I've discovered 2 bugs, and again, check the description because these are things that EZVIZ will almost definitely resolve. The first one is that if I disconnect it from the internet, it doesn't record to the SD card, which That's the whole point of the thing. So I've told them about that, and hopefully they'll get that fixed. And the second one is that if I disconnect the power and reintroduce the power, it doesn't reconnect to the internet. I have to go into the settings and actually put my password back in. Again, I've told EZVIZ this, and you should have an update in the description as soon as that is resolved. I hope that doesn't feel like a really long list, because this is one of the nicest cameras I have had sent to me. Its physical build quality is out of this world, the picture quality is some of the best I have seen of any outdoor camera, and the notification speeds are just so fast, it kind of makes me think, well, why would I want to buy anything else? Because this thing is so easy to kind of wire between the two devices, and the indoor device plugs straight into a standard 3-pin power supply, this is so easy to put together that you could probably do it. If you can just drill through your door frame and thread those two wires through, you can install this yourself. The only thing I think I would miss from my Nest video doorbell camera is the 24/7 recordings. This thing will only record on motion, but it actually records several seconds before the motion detection happened, so I actually never miss anything. I think this is one of the nicest doorbell cameras I have featured so far, and if you can withstand the fact that it's very large, I honestly would replace my doorbell with it. Whether the wife will agree, I'm not entirely sure. She really likes the 24/7 recording of Nest. We'll find out soon, when I ask her if it's okay. I'm in charge. It's fine, I'll do what I want. If you'd like to pick one of these up, then as usual, there are links in the description as to where you can do that. In the meantime, these incredible people are my patrons from Patreon. Without them, this video would not exist. I would still be working in a call center. If you want to be one of these incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I'll genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Instagrams and my TikToks and my X's too. Got it right this week. It's not Twitter anymore, is it? X. Elon. I would have thought the whole point of the SD card would be that it would it comes up as a phone call that you can just swipe to answer, and
Someone's at the front door.
irony. So ironic.